Hey guys, today we are making a mojarra frita, a whole fried fish. You can do this using a trout, snapper, really any kind of whole fish you can find at your local seafood market. So for my recipe, I like to start with some garlic and I like to mash this up using a mortar and pestle. Alternatively, you could just grate some garlic super fine. The goal here is to create a sort of paste that we're going to use to add lots of flavor to our fish. So once that's mashed up, we're going to add in our seasonings. I'm using sazon and salt. I like to keep it simple here, but you could definitely add your favorite seasoning or spice mix that you enjoy with fish. And you're just going to combine that with the garlic and really incorporate it together until you get a paste that looks a little something like this. And then we're ready to start prepping our fish. So my favorite fish to use for this recipe is a red snapper, but it's kind of hard to find where I live. So today I'm using a trout. This is a rainbow trout. It's a really beautiful fish that turned out great. So make sure that when you leave the fish market that this fish is gutted, unless you know how to do that and want to do that at home. And then we're just going to cut some slits in the sides of the fish like you see here. We're going to do that on both sides. And then we're going to rub that garlic and spice mix paste that we created inside of those little cuts that we made. We're going to make sure it gets in there really deep because this is going to add flavor to the entire fish. And then we're also going to rub it on the inside of the fish. Again, this is why it's important to make sure it is fully gutted. And then I also like to rinse it out with some water before starting this process and make sure, of course, it's fully dry before doing any of the seasoning. And like I mentioned before, we're going to go ahead and cut these little slits on both sides of the fish and add that seasoning inside everywhere you can. And whatever's left over from this paste, you can also just rub on the exterior of the fish because we're going to be coating it in flour next. And this paste is just going to pick up any of that flour and stick to it and just add more flavor to our end result. Okay, so once that's done, we're gonna go ahead and move over to a bowl of flour. You could also just sprinkle flour onto your cutting board with your fish. Do whatever works best for you, but really make sure that you are getting flour all over the fish. You wanna coat it completely, the head, inside of the fish, inside of those cut marks that we made, and then we are ready to fry. So full disclosure, you are going to need a ton of oil for this recipe. Just because of the size of the fish, it really does take quite a bit of oil to fully submerge the fish in oil. So I think I ended up using about 8 cups of oil, and I had extra on hand in case when I added the fish it wasn't deep enough. And the other thing that you need to be aware of is just having a big enough pot to fit your entire fish in. I ended up having to use a wok because my largest Dutch oven was not big enough. So make sure you plan ahead for that. So you're going to want to bring your oil to about 350 to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and you want it to hover around this range for the entire time that your fish is frying. So once your oil reaches that temperature, you can go ahead and gently add the fish. Be very careful here because, of course, the hot oil can splatter and it can be dangerous. So just slowly add it into the pot of oil. And then we're going to deep fry this fish for about 5 minutes on each side. Of course, like any other recipe with fish, you want the internal temperature to reach about 145 degrees just to make sure everything is cooked. And I really find that just flipping the fish is really beneficial in making sure it cooks evenly. But be sure to keep a close eye on it to make sure it doesn't overcook. And once it's reached that internal temperature of 145 degrees, you can go ahead and remove it from the oil and transfer it to a paper towel lined plate. At this point, you are ready to serve and enjoy your fish. I like serving with some rice and beans and a little side salad, but honestly, this goes great with just about anything savory. I highly recommend topping it right out of the fryer with some fresh squeezed lime juice and digging in. I've got all kinds of tips on how to eat this, how to avoid bones, all of those things on my blog, so be sure to check it out and enjoy. Buen provecho!